a protective order carries criminal consequences. Accordingly, that makes it a pretty heavy tool in negotiating a divorce. If it goes through my office, it's a lot harder to use it in negotiating a settlement to your divorce. So I would encourage you very strongly, if you have one of those cases, to do the protective order as part of your case. It gives you more leverage in negotiating settlement. If you're like, well, that's great, I don't know what a protective order looks like, shoot us a message, we'll send you forms. We are willing to help, you know, we're willing to kind of walk you through the process, but our attitude is if you can do holistic representation for your client, it's better for the client, it's better outcomes in terms of negotiating a settlement, and I'm not gonna lie, it is, you know, one fewer case for me. So win-win-win all around. Protective orders are pretty easy. So if part of why you refer them to us is you just don't want to deal with them, they're actually pretty easy. You have two kinds primarily, and I'm going to give you the quick overview and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. The bulk of our protective orders are domestic violence, family violence, and those are under Chapter 85 of the Family Code. And to prove one of those up, you have to prove a relationship existed that meets the requirements. And then other than that, you just have to prove that family violence occurred and is likely to occur in the future. It's a pretty low burden of proof, pretty low standard. That's really all it is. For the other kind of protective orders, you have stalking, sexual assault, and harassment. You have to prove that there's a reasonable likelihood to believe that it happened. Again, real easy to prove up. So if you have one of these cases, and on those you don't have to prove likelihood of future harm. He can be sitting in jail for sexual assault for the next 10 years. And if you can prove up that it happened, and if he's in jail you probably can, well then you've got something that carries criminal consequences that you can use to get a protective order, or use as a bargaining chip in your divorce. So let's go into that.